Hi, Steve and Caleb from Brownells here, bringing you another edition of Smythbusters. And today we dug up a really old argument. Caleb?
Steve, look at me in the windows to my soul right now. Is the forward assist still relevant?
Well, of course it is. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but
right?
there are people that hate on the forward assist all the time. So there's a very large group of people out there saying the forward assist is absolutely pointless.
Including the late Eugene Stoner.
True.
He saw no need for it. It added cost to the gun in production. He did not think it needed a forward assist.
But it's there.
It's there.
It wasn't there originally.
And the military thought it was necessary.
So let's talk about just a real quick, brief. Why did it come about?
A lot of early failures in field testing in Southeast Asia with this gun.
Yep, and so a lot of that wasn't necessarily the gun's fault for the most part. Some of it was ammunition related, and I think it's easy to say that, your modern M4, M16 shooting modern ammunition, it is very, very rarely used.
Plus, a lot of troops were issued those guns at first with no instructions, no cleaning kits, no nothing.
Yep, that plays a huge factor as well.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion before. It was the gun that didn't need to be cleaned. So
right.
yeah, that you need to clean every gun. So that's a big factor of the issue there. But I will say my stance on this, Steve, is that I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, especially because there are people out there that say it's just extra weight, it's extra bulk,
right,
things like that. But it's so minimal. There's not a lot there. I mean, if you look at the original forward assist over here, not the original, but one of the earlier versions of the forward assist on that gun there, it is an obvious piece sticking off the side of the gun. I'll give it that. But then if you look at, modern versions like this forward control design here, all that bulk has been cut down and it's minimal. It's there if you need it. It's out of the way if you don't need it. It's really not that much weight. If you can't put your purse down and, bear the extra weight, then that's a personal problem, I think. That's my opinion.
Well, now one of Stoner's arguments against the forward assist was it would get you into more trouble by having you jam around into the chamber that would get wedged but not go completely in. However, the guns he saw tested in his day were all brand new guns with new springs, pristine magazines, good ammo. They're going to feed no matter what. But if you've got a magazine that drags on your bolt carrier, if you've got a weak buffer spring, if you've got anything that increases drag in that gun going back into battery, it might just need a little extra tap for one round or two to keep it going.
Yeah, especially with the way that bolt and locking lug system's designed. And I will say this, we mentioned that the originals didn't have it. There are even modern receivers like this Odinworks here, that this is actually my hunting upper receiver in 350 Legend. This is what I hunt deer with here in Iowa. And it does not have one because really I don't need it for that. I'm loading, 2-3 rounds in a magazine.
Right.
Going to shoot whitetail. So that's not a big deal for me there. On guns that I'm going to be using really hard like this one, that I may get in the mud and different things like that, I may just need a little extra love to get that bolt home one time. And like I said, it's there if I need it. It's not a big deal if I don't.
Right. Now on a 9mm carbine or something, I've got a forward assist on mine just to plug the hole because I happen to have a regular receiver to build it on. But I wouldn't feel a need for that on a 9mm gun, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at this cutaway we have over here, you can see exactly how that forward assist works. It just goes into those serrations that are on the side of your bolt carrier. And that's how it functions. So,
yep. And it's right there where you need it. You take your hand off the trigger, give it a little push.
That's it.
So
whether or not, the myth that the forward assist is obsolete, busted, I would say plausible because it depends on what you're using your firearm for. So for me, no, it's not obsolete.
But if you happen to be wearing a military uniform and you're issued a weapon with a forward assist, you may be glad it's there one day because a little bit of sand or something can just keep it from going the rest of the way home.
Yep.
So I would kind of say that myth is busted.
Busted. There you have it.
Feel free to disagree with us in the comments down below. Love to hear from you. Either way, pro or con. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time when we bring you yet another edition of Smyth Busters.